Hello, 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 all the King's men. Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes. Let's get excited. Let's celebrate because you made it across another week. You know, that is a milestone that you mustered up the courage, that you found the courage. You said, you know what? I am going to fight on in spite of. My God, all the King's men. Hello, and welcome to the Friday assessment. Yes. What I was just talking about, that's what we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about having courage. We're going to talk about having courage. You're having courage to turn around, having courage to make the decision. Yes, all the King's men, it's important for us as a men to not be afraid to turn around. Yes. I know you're like, well, I don't want to turn around. I don't want to stop the way I'm going because I made the decision and I don't want people or XYZ to think this way of me. But you know, it takes courage. It takes a real man to admit their mistakes. It takes a real leader to admit their mistakes and that they were wrong. Do you know how much respect that comes with that? I'm going here now. Do you know how much courage that takes? Do you know how much courage that takes to say, you know what? I was wrong. We were actually supposed to be going over here. I got clarity now because sometimes you may not get clarity on the decision until you get started on the journey. Look. Oftentimes, what we do, we start on something and we start studying. We just get the knowledge. And then we may go. Oftentimes we get the knowledge, but we don't make the decision. Why? Because we don't have the courage to step off the porch. Because you say, I don't want to make the wrong move. But you have to make a move in order to know the move that you're making, whether it was right or wrong. It's so important to make the decision. Make the decision and say, you know what? The decision was wrong. And don't be afraid to turn around. God said, be strong and be courageous. Why am I telling you that over there about Joshua 1:9? Because God had gave Joshua some commandments. He said, if you follow my words, you're going to have good success. So all the King's men, do you know that applies to you? If you follow God's commandments, you're going to have good success. So what does that mean? That means following God's commandments is going to take some courage. It's going to take you being strong. Why? Because the decisions that you make is not going to look like everybody else's. It's going to look like you're going against the grain, but you are solidifying, saying, you know what? I'm going to do the groundwork so that I could build this thing, so that I could build it. So when I build it, I know that I'm building on a solid foundation. And it takes courage. Why? Because it's going to look like you're going slow. It's going to look like you're not going in the right direction, but what it's doing something on the inside of you, because you got to remember, change takes place on the inside first before somebody sees it on the outside. So we have to understand that be patient, because even patience takes courage, especially when you're looking at everyone else around you that are pursuing and they're conquering. It's a perception that they're conquering. But I don't want you to get discouraged today. I want you to be encouraged that you are more than conquerors in Christ Jesus. I don't even want you to get fearful that you're going to fail, that you're going to fall behind, because God told us in over there in, I believe, 2 Timothy 1:7 or something like that. He has not given us the spirit of fear, but of what? Power, love, and a sound mind. So go ahead and make your decisions with the sound mind. I need you to make your decisions. You need you to make your decisions with the sound mind, with the information that you have. Make the decision and go forward with all your might. Why? Go forward and hit the wall. But you know, if you hit the wall, say, you know what? I got courage to turn around. I got courage to write my decision. I got courage to say, you know what? I went with the information that I have. Now that I have more information, now I could turn around. Now I can make the necessary correction. It's going to help you. It's going to bless you. I'm here to encourage you. Oftentimes you hear those that say, oh, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. Only you know what you should do. Only you. It's to listen to the directions of God and have courage and make the decision. I'm not saying even look at them, because some of them may be going, but you don't know their full circumstance. You don't know the revelation that they got. Some may be pushing you and they ain't even came out the house to get on the porch yet. They don't even know what the water looked like. But what am I telling you? I am telling you to jump out there. Let's go. Men, it is time to go. It's time for us to stop procrastinating. Because time is stealing. Time is not on your side. I'll put it to you like that. Time is not on your side. Why? We do not control time. So what I'm telling you, don't procrastinate your destiny, because time will steal it. That's something that I have. Time will steal it. And you're going to look back and say, man, what happened? Then you're going to say, man, I should have made this decision a long time ago. If I would have only had the courage, not even had the knowledge, but if you would have only had the courage. Why? Because you'll look back and say, I had the knowledge, but I didn't have the courage to make the decision. So what am I telling you today? I'm telling you to take courage. I want to read this for you. I'm going to read Joshua 1:8-9. It said, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. Therefore then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. So all the king's men, because you have made the decision to be a king, to be a man of the king, to be a man of the Most High, follow the commandments. What is the commandments? The commandments is the word. He gives us instructions in his word. So therefore, if you follow those commandments, you be strong and you be courageous, meaning that you making decisions even though they don't look like the world. That's when you know it's the right decision. And I know it's going to take courage, but it said your way is going to be prosperous. So all of the king's men, my prayer for you today is make the decision, take courage, and don't be afraid to turn around. All the king's men, I pray that you was blessed. I pray that you are encouraged. All the king's men, I pray that you have a blessed Friday, a blessed weekend, and a blessed week to come. Until next time, drop me a comment, drop me a chat, drop me a like. Let me know what's going on. Give me some feedback. What's going on? What you would like to hear over here, so that God can give a revelation. So I thank God for each and every one of you. And from all the king's men, be blessed.